And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
Pistons leading by 18. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, Johnson is out there with Green. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Nogueira. And it's Chapman in at the point guard. Here's Sloan. Gray dishes to Matthews. Offline with his three.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Johnson the screen. Now the dish to Green. Johnson sets the screen for Green. Excellent use of the screen that time. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And Sloan kicks to Gray. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Matthews passes to Gray. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the three. Detroit, no good that time either. Raptors trailed by 14. Green with the ball. Matthews covering. Johnson the screen. And the wide open shot from Green. Rebound, Detroit.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Shot is blocked. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now here's Ross. Down low. Here's Nogueira from outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Green. Detroit leading by 14. Knocked loose off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Hill.
Chan.
On defense, Toronto. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. He dishes it to Sloan, and Johnson sends it back. Here's Ross, and he jams it with authority.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Here's Sloan. There's the pass to Chan. Fade away. That's good. The dude's got 26 points.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
Here we go. When we put a shot up, I want our bigs crashing the glass, but I want everyone else getting back on defense. No fast break points for the rest of the game. You got it?
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He rallied the troops, saying nobody said it was going to be easy. Laying down, they're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
Now, here is Hill. Dishes to Nogueira. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And how about the low post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution down on the block.
So we can't get either to fall.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
Here's the dude. Rockets hits. And there's the feed to Sloan. Fades and shoots. And it's good. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
Outside Hill. Pass to Green. He kicks to Johnson. Back to Green. Pulls it up. Almost, but it rolls out.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Kicks it to Sloan. Pistons passing it around. Here's the dude. Here's Monroe. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Now, here's Green. Ross on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Green dishes to Ross. Johnson with a screen on Matthews. Here's Ross. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And so game 3 will go in the record books. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for Detroit.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the dude. He was really important under the basket, making great plays down low and getting in position to pull in all those rebounds.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Pistons lead by 20.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Here's Willis. In the corner, Smith with it to end the run. That's good.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Dinwiddie passes to Chan. Passes to Dinwiddie. Here's the dude. The fadeaway. That's good. The dude's got 30.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Time for us to say so long. Thanks for watching our coverage of the second round of the NBA playoffs. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long as we present the Jordan Player of the Game.